15:22. If you see, my eyes are quite red. I'm super tired. I don't feel well, but there's something today that got me full of energy. Sometimes I'm very maybe excited to sort of get people, mostly the people that are closest to me, to sort of understand something positive that already happened. And well, sometimes we don't realize. Sometimes we are too caught up with the emotions and we're just tired, and like we can get caught up with our old habits. We just don't realize that we won some battles, not like the movies, yeah, when everything ends in 1 hour and a half, and it's very obvious when the main character of the movie won. It's very obvious, there's a trophy, the plot is very simple. Well, in most movies. In life, I always remind myself that things happen with a fate, things like, so I got my job, for example, yeah. So I passed the interview, but then it wasn't sure because we had to wait, and then when I started working, also it wasn't sure because we didn't finalize the contract, and then it doesn't necessarily happen in a single point. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. And I think big battles, things that we struggle with in our lives, big things, they it's sometimes it's actually hard to realize that they already happened. And sometimes it's hard even to notice specific milestones, yeah. So for example, today I was quite excited. I don't want to tell all the story, it's just pretty big. But I was helping a friend with a big thing over the last few years. And, well, it had to do with the long process of, it had to do with another person. And today there was there was some exchange of messages, and I just realized something big. I was quite excited about it. And even though my friend trusts me, and I know all the story, and I know all the details, sometimes we just give up to our, we still are caught up with our own emotions and limiting beliefs, or just being tired, or, I think it's actually important to have friends around you to help you realize sometimes when you win. Because most things in life, you don't get the trophy. Most things in life, there's no judges watching you and giving you the grades. It's you, between you and yourself. I was always thinking about, like, there's for example, there's a show, yeah, like a talent show, let's say, singers, dancers, or magicians, whatever. So everybody wants to win number one, So and I always think, well, number two, well, so they got the prize, okay, yeah. So it was money, or I don't know, it was something. But number two, let's say number two was, maybe most of the audience loved number two, but it didn't want. So maybe we'll be very sad about it and everything. But there's a bigger game going on. If you're a singer or a magician or an another artist, you are very famous right now. You can actually start living your dream. It doesn't really matter that you are second or first, yeah? You have the opportunity right now, by the way, to show that you know how to lose. You can give some positive words for the winners, and you can start your career with what you love to do. It doesn't matter that you didn't win, because there's the bigger scheme of things. Now, I share this specific example because even when in life we are presented with this trophy, you won the competition, here's the trophy. You won this, here's the trophy. It's not necessarily the game of your life, Life is longer than that. Now back to regular things that happen to us in our lives, or most things, at least in my opinion. There's no judges, Nobody gives you a score. Who won this argument? You can think about, like, let's say there's a couple and they both fight, and someone can ask who won the argument. Maybe both of them lost the argument. Well, maybe one won the argument, but they lost their relationship. There's the bigger scheme of things. So not necessarily what happened right this second. Okay, this is a bit big. Now, with other things in life, and in my opinion, most things in life, we don't get the certificate, we will never actually get an approval of what happened. It leaves us to work on our self-awareness or overall awareness and understand what actually happened. By the way, the other side may never admit that they lost. But what do you care? You have your own life. The battle, the war, whether it was won or lost, it's not about other person deciding it for you. It's you understanding what was important to you when you started this battle, when you started this fight, when you started this war. What was important to you back then? Where are you right now? And this is how you measure if you won or you didn't win, because you play your own game. You want to win in your own game, not someone else's game. Maybe you win someone else's game as part of a strategy. That might be the case. It was the case with me helping my friend. But it's about you winning your game on your terms. And it doesn't matter if the other side is aware of it or not aware of it. It just doesn't matter if they know if you are aware of it or not. Because this is not sports, This is not a football club versus another football club, and there's judges, and everybody know who won, who lost. Real life usually doesn't work like that. You need to be the judge, so you need to understand what happened, and you need to go out of your mind, out of your heart, out of your emotions and your momentary feelings, because they will go away tomorrow, and understand what actually happened. It's up to you. Only you. And this is my message to my friend. What happened today is your victory. And a very, very big one. Remember that. Cherish this moment. Squeeze your shoulder. Be proud of yourself. You've done it. Another milestone. A very big one. Enjoy it. Recognize. Acknowledge you did it. Take your time and realize what really happened. Have an amazing day, day one. See you tomorrow.